All right. So we're doing the gift card and friends glitch daily test. We're going to be gifting this vehicle here. So let's start with what you need. In terms of purchases, you need to, first of all, you need to do this with a friend. Secondly, what I would recommend in terms of settings, so you go to your Blue Interaction menu, you go to Manage Vehicles, you go to Vehicle Preference, and set to friends, crew and friends. Press circle to go back so you don't press it again by accident. Because the person needs to be your friend in PSN anyway, so that's the minimum. Sometimes it doesn't work if you set it to everyone, even if they're your friends. I don't know why. So this allows you, if this doesn't work, then set it to everyone. But first try it as your crew and friends only. Secondly, you're going to need an office. So in your mobile phone, on the game, in-game mobile phone, you go to Money and Services, you go to Dynasty 8 Executive, enter site, and then you go to Offices. And you can select one of 4 offices. Mine's at the Maze Bank Tower because I do a lot of merging, and this is for me the best one. But really up to you. If all you do is gift card or friends glitch, I would probably say don't get the most expensive office. Once you both have an office, make sure both characters have the same exact businesses that I'm going to mention. You go to your office, and in the office is a laptop. And you need to get to the laptop to purchase the next business. So in the office is a laptop. You got to register as a CEO through your Blue Interaction menu.
Good to see you, boss.
And then you head on over to your laptop. When you log in, if it's the first time ever, you're gonna have a bunch of cutscenes, and you might have to do some sort of a resupply mission before you can even go anywhere. But the goal is you need to get to a point where you can find a vehicle cargo. So at this point, you need to get to a point where you can buy the vehicle cargo. Once you buy the vehicle cargo, go to warehouse map, like you saw on the screens. Go back, vehicle cargo, warehouse map. Then this is the one you own, so you want to go to all, top right, look at my screen, and then there's all these other vehicle warehouses. Now you need a buddy to do this, and both of you need a vehicle warehouse, and you got to make sure it's not in the same location. If you both have a vehicle in the same location, this will not work at all. This is one of the things you absolutely need to check first. Now, obviously, you can go to the office to check the vehicle warehouse location. You could have your friends send you a screenshot, have them register as a CEO, and send you a screenshot of where their vehicle warehouse is. It'll look like a little garage with a car in it. So if you go to your map, right now CEO, you'll notice that your vehicle warehouse looks like this. This is the icon. So your friend can send you a screenshot of where theirs is located, and then you can compare to make sure it's not the same one. Alternatively, I believe, if you're not a CEO, it's going to be white. Thing is, you're not going to be able to see where theirs is unless they send you a screenshot. So make sure you don't have the same vehicle warehouse location. Speaking of vehicle warehouse, both of you need to also go to Warsaw Cash and Carry. In here, you're going to notice that there's a bunch of vehicles part of DLCs. The DLC you're looking for is the import-export part of the import-export DLC. And there's 8 vehicles part of that, and only 7 are eligible for this glitch. So the ramp buggy, so you see part of import-export DLC, and the silhouette shows how many passengers can go on the vehicle. You need to have at least 2 passengers. If you have 1 passenger, then it's not eligible. 2 and more needs to be up here on the silhouette besides the vehicles, part of the import-export. So ramp buggy, Phantom Wedge, Technical Aqua, Wastelander, Armored Boxville, Rocket Voltic, Runer 2000 are the 7 of the 8 that are eligible for this glitch. If you have a Blazer Aqua, that's not going to work, so you wasted your money. So again, Ramp Buggy, Phantom Wedge, Technical Aqua, Wastelander, Armored Boxville, Rocket Voltic, Ruiner 2000. Both of you need to have one of those. And then finally, there's 3 more things to know. You need to go to the Maze Bank foreclosures, as you see on the screen here. And then you go to bunkers, top right. And then you need to purchase one of the bunkers. I use mine to grind, so I have selected a tactically placed bunker, but it's really up to you what you select. But you need to have, both of you will need to have one of those. And within the bunker, you go back to Warstock Cash and Carry. Within the bunker, you need to have a mobile operations center, which is the 4th banner in Warsaw Cash and Carry. Small one on the bottom right. On the 4th banner, click on Mobile Operations Center. And when you purchase it, you need to make sure that Bay 3 is personal vehicle storage. If you don't have the option for personal vehicle storage, you need to go to Bay 2 and set it to empty bay, or set it to something that's going to allow you to have a personal vehicle storage in Bay 3. Without that, the glitch will not work. I think one of the lesser known things as well is you need to make sure all your software updates are done. You both need to be on the same software version, because that can cause a lot of issues. Now, there's some vehicle warehouses that are better than others. The ones that you'll see that I'm using are they obviously work. I do this every day. So if you're looking for consistency, if you're struggling and you want to have a solution to replicate exactly, you could just match exactly what I have. Then you literally have exactly my setup. Now, you're also going to need, this is not part of the being able to glitch, but it is part of the process, is you're going to need to have a donor vehicle. The donor vehicle is going to be a vehicle that you don't mind losing. It's going to get fully deleted and replaced by the other vehicle that you're going to be receiving. So the person receiving the vehicle, you need to have a vehicle in the back of your mobile operations center, the MOC, that you're happy to lose. Yes, so there we go. So let's go through the process. From here, the person who is giving goes to their vehicle warehouse, registers as a CEO, gets into the vehicle warehouse, invites the other person into their CEO. Of course, you both need to be in the same session to do that. Inviting someone into your CEO and then into your vehicle warehouse is the most efficient way to do it. It avoids police chases, it avoids gang wars, it avoids kind of anything that's going to impact the glitch. Alright, so you invite the other person into your CEO. Once you're both in the same session, go into the person who's giving goes into the vehicle warehouse. Once the other person has accepted your CEO invite them into the vehicle warehouse. Just takes away any possibility of any kind of gang war. Furthermore, I'd highly recommend invite only and only 2 people doing this at any given point, because the more people, the more community matches, the more things can impact the glitch. Now once the person's back in, you leave the CEO and then you re-register as a CEO. So this is from the giver's perspective. The person who's receiving is going to be right outside the vehicle warehouse. So they go into the blue interaction menu, go to service vehicles, mobile operation center, and then request mobile operation center. They also want to make sure that they go to service vehicles, mobile operation center, and cabin access is everyone, or friends and crew. Now the person who is requesting the mobile operation center, the receiver sends a screenshot to the giver, and the giver goes and grabs the mobile operation center and brings it back to the vehicle warehouse, where they're going to park it somewhere safe, away from traffic and prevent any kind of gang wars or police activity. So this is from the giver's point of view. They go pick up the mobile operation center. They know their vehicle warehouse the best, so it's best for them to bring it back, so they know when to speed, when to take risks, and when to slow down, and where to park the MOC. Once the person who's giving the vehicle brings back the mobile operations center, the receiver will go and check what's in the back. The last thing you want is to have a vehicle in the back that you don't want to get rid of. So you want to make sure you know exactly what's in the back. Hopefully you've already planned this so you have an idea, but sometimes these things are not planned. So you want to double check. Alright, so I'm pretty happy with donating the vehicle that's in the back of the MLC. So the person who's receiving checks what's in the back, leaves the MLC by foot, and walks back in. I like to send an invite to the gifter from here because I'm using 2 consoles, but also because sometimes like you spawn in the middle of the street when you leave the MLC, so at least you're both in the car.
Crooked cops knocking down the door of the warehouse.
Oh no. I have to defend my nightclub. This is the problem. With being a CEO so often. Defend your businesses. these things will happen, so it's fine that it happens now. So just ignore this part. You can go back to the steps if it's the first time. Take out the enemies. Oh, nice. I can use my oppressor. Where's this other guy? Oh, thank goodness. When there's one raid, there's another. Let's get back to it. Alright, so where were we? We were at the point where the person who is receiving the vehicle went to check in their MOC that there was a donor vehicle, a vehicle that's going to get deleted, that they were happy to lose. They went into the MOC, checked that it was there, walked out of the MOC, walked back in. At that point they invited the receiver into the vehicle, into the MOC and into the vehicle. And then drove out of the MOC. And now at this point the gifter will go into the pause menu, which is the map, like you see on your screen there, and the receiver will drive towards the blue circle, and then when they're prompted to press right on the D-pad, they press it once, it kicks out the gifter, and then they have to back away from the blue circle and park the car somewhere away from traffic, away from any kind of conflict. Now at this point the gifter will have to go into their CEO if they're not already registered. As you can see, there's a reason why you don't always want to stay registered as a CEO or an MC because of these raids. And then they invite the other person into their CEO. And then request one of the special vehicles we talked about at the beginning when we're talking about the requirements for this glitch. So the ramp bug is the one I'm using, the vehicle warehouse, part of the import export, that has 2 passengers and more, found at the Warstock cash and carry. Alright, so the gifter opens up their blue interaction menu. You'll know that both are in the CEO when the MLC disappears. The receiver does not open up their blue interaction menu at this point. Now when you hit the garage door, the receiver opens up their blue interaction menu and the gifter gets notified and then press circle to back. This will bring the gifter into the vehicle warehouse and it'll kick the receiver out of the vehicle. At which point the receiver leaves the CEO and then goes through the blue interaction menu, goes secure serve CEO, leaves the CEO. Then in the blue interaction menu goes to Service Vehicles, Mobile Operations Center, Request Mobile Operations Center, and then sends a screenshot of where the Mobile Operations Center has spawned. The gifter goes and picks it up. So this glitch so far is still working, but we haven't glitched out yet, so too early to tell. We've already verified earlier that I have access to the Mobile Operations Center, and I'm also just going to double check that I've, under my vehicle preferences, vehicle access is crew and friends. You can set it to crew and friends, you can set it to friends, or you can set it to everyone. If everyone's not working, try friends and try crew and friends. Remember, you absolutely need to be friends on the PlayStation Network in order for this to work. Alright, so the giver goes and drives the MOC back and parks it in a safe spot. Now the one who's giving the vehicle has to go in the back of the MOC trailer and hide by pressing R1 like this, as you see on your screen. Then the person who's receiving gets in front of the person who's giving but doesn't get into the blue circle. Stays right outside of the blue circle. Presses down on the D-pad, selects a character. Let's go of the D-pad and the right joystick at the same time. And then presses circle. Down, right joystick to a character. Let go at the same time, circle. And do this 3 times. And then enter alone into the blue circle. At which point the person who is giving the vehicle goes to the drop-off spot, as you see on your screen right here. Slowly gonna go zooming in, so you have time to understand where it is on your own console. And that's where I'm gonna drop the vehicle off, near there. I'll show you exactly where once I'm there. Meantime, the person who is receiving the vehicle has a completely black screen, no loading circle, just black. If there's a loading circle, it has not worked and you need to redo it again. I'm getting messages that sometimes it doesn't work at all, full stop. The only thing I could say is because there's 2 people involved, sometimes people think that they have the right settings, so you might want to share screen and check out the other person's settings, and just double, triple, quadruple check all your settings, change your vehicle access to crew and friends, make sure that you have all the software uploads on both consoles. As long as from your end everything is correct, there's not much you can do about what's going on from their end. Oh, now I need to find that car that I was looking for.
You need something, huh? One of your rides? Let
It
me
was
know.
under That's annoying. I think it's this one. Now the persons in the black screen will not leave the black screen until the car is in the right spot. So another reference point is the goalpost here. And you have this apartment here with the numbers. The numbers are very important because it's near that you're going to drop the vehicle off. In my case, because I had to do that whole defending my business, I lost track of where the car was, so I need to find it through a mechanic.
What you want? Some wheels?
And now there's a cooling off period, of course. You guys have any questions, comments at the moment?
I'll get there as soon as I can. Okay, I got stuff to do.
So just to make it easier for the person who's receiving the vehicle, I like to bring the vehicle over in front of those numbers that I was mentioning earlier, in front of that apartment. There's a lot of traffic, you could put it on the grass. There you go, so you drop it there. Now at this point you tell the person, hey, you can go and get it, so they just press down on the D-pad and then try to remember which character they selected with the right joystick. Let go of both buttons and press circle to quit the story mode, and then walk towards the car, press triangle to get into the vehicle. Once they've done that, they'll spawn into their MOC, at which point they want to drive out of their MOC and drive back in to save the vehicle. Doing this back to back, you get an invite back into the MOC from the other player. So you know that and then you restart the process from the point where you get a donor vehicle. So here we go. We'll show you that this indeed, the player has indeed received the vehicle. You go to, so Layson is asking how to unlock police cars. From my understanding, you need to go to Warstock Cash and Carry, go to the police car you're referring to. And in there, when you try to buy it, it's going to tell you what mission you need to do to unlock it. They're all different. Alright, so I'm going to drive this over to my garage. And then we're going to switch places. I'm going to be receiving a vehicle. Oh, of course. Yes, I know why. Layson's saying that when he goes to the LS car meet, he can't buy it. So your first question was, how do you unlock it, right? So the only reason it's locked is because you can't buy it. And I said to you, you go to Warstock Cash and Carry. You try to buy it, and it's going to tell you can't because you got to do a mission. The mission that you have to do is so that you can unlock to buy it. It doesn't matter where you buy it, whether it's LS Car Meet or at the Warstock Cash and Carry, you still need to do the mission to unlock it, to buy it. To do that a few times myself. Layson, sorry, I think I call you Larson. Alright, so now we're going to receive a vehicle. Actually, we're going to have to transfer another vehicle and then receive one. I don't know, mate. Listen, I'm not playing on your console, so I don't know what you're talking about. So it's not every, like, yeah, I'm not going to go into a debate about that because it could be a number of possibilities. The only thing I could say is, so Layson's saying that he's able to buy it at the Warstock Cash and Carry, but not at LS Car Meet, which is not possible unless he's trying to buy two different cars. So there's different police car types, and once they're unlocked at Warstock Cash and Carry, you can buy it at Warstock Cash and Carry, which you won't know until you try to buy it. Then you will be able to buy it at LS Car Meet. The only reason that the one that you've unlocked at Warstock Cash and Carry is not able to be bought at the LS Car Meet is that somebody's blocked it from you buying it. Other than that, it's because you haven't unlocked it. So you just got to be checking the right name, the exact name of the vehicle you're trying to buy to at the LS car meet versus Warstock cash and carry. But a lot, there's a lot of questions people ask me, hey, I can do this, like very generic questions. It's you got to go into the details if you can't work it out. I had the same issue. I couldn't buy modded cars at the LS car meet. It kept saying I need to unlock it, and then I'd go to Warstock Cash and Carry, and then I'd have to go to that exact same vehicle that I'm trying to buy, and then find the job, find the mission that I had to do to unlock it. But if that's not the problem, then I have no idea because I haven't experienced anything else. All right, so we're going to do another transfer. So what I'm transferring now is, I believe this is the right car, because this car doesn't have the Halloween horn. So I need to put the Halloween horn. Bit of a mess up on my part. So I need to transfer it over to my female character, then I don't know how expensive it is. Probably just sell it to my male, or I'll transfer it over to my male character and then add the Halloween horn. So if you don't have an unselected horn, then it's scratched. So it's not worth calling it a clean modded car. Alright, so now we're transferring again, so register as CEO as the person giving the vehicle. Invite the other person into your CEO. Oh, and also you need to be in the same session. I made the fatal mistake of not checking that my car was fully clean modded before doing the merge. I just assumed it was, because I've done a lot of checks already. And then what happens is every car you merge with that scratched car then becomes a scratched vehicle, so you need to go and clean up your mess. Which is what I need to do now. So I've just merged with a scratch vehicle that had the wrong horn. I need to fix that, so I need to transfer it over to my female character, who's then going to transfer it over back to my male character. And the male character has the ability to put in the clean horn, the Halloween horn. And then I'll be selling it. And just for your information, everybody who listens, like, I'm happy to try to help with some answers about your technical issues, but I'm not tech support. So if you tried what I've already suggested, then yeah, there's not much else I can do. Alright, so I know for a fact there's nothing in the back of the vehicle. So registered as a CEO. I'm actually not going to invite the other person to my CEO because the MOC is still there. And we drove out with the vehicle that was in the back of the MLC and put it into a garage. So I'm going to steal a NPC vehicle. By the way, the green car that I just did was a stolen NPC car. that I just merged. So that whole merge was like, I didn't have to pay for the car. I didn't have to pay for so many of the features, and basically just paid for the suspension, and I got myself a nice modded SUV. So it's like a merging on a budget. I'm just waiting for the person who's receiving the vehicle to come over because their MOC is already here, so I don't want to invite him into my CO because it makes the MOC disappear. Alright, so now I got my donor vehicle in the back of the MLC, so the person who's receiving has driven the vehicle in the back, has walked out, and has walked back into the MLC, so at this point invites my other character. Oh no. Oh, Rockstar. Constantly spamming. Alright, so get an invite into the MLC. As the giver, I try to get into the passenger side, the receiver will as the giver, I go into my pause menu. As you see on the screen, the receiver will drive towards the blue circle. Once it's close, it's going to prompt it to press right on the D-pad, presses it once, backs up once I'm out of the vehicle, and then parks far away to prevent any kind of traffic issues. Now, as the gifter, I'm going to go ahead and invite the other person into my CEO, which they will accept. And then I'm going to get the vehicle from the vehicle warehouse that we mentioned. That's part of the import-export DLC from Warstock Cash and Carry, and it has 2 passengers and more. Under managed vehicles, request special vehicles, we have the Rocket Baltic, which is a vehicle that's eligible for this glitch. As a giver, I'm going to get in as a driver on the driver's side, drive over to the garage door. On the way there, I open up my blue interaction menu, pick up the receiver, who does not open up their blue interaction menu, but is part of my CEO. When I hit the garage door, the receiver opens up their blue interaction menu, lets me know. I close mine by pressing circle. Brings me into the vehicle warehouse. The receiver leaves the CEO through the blue interaction menu, goes into service vehicles, mobile operations center, and then requests their MOC. Sends a screenshot to the giver, and the giver goes and picks up the MOC. So the giver picks up the MOC, drives it over, knows where to park it, make sure there's no gang war, police activity. The receiver wants to stand still. Don't be twitchy, don't get into fights. All of that will cause the glitch to not work. Sometimes the receiver wants to be helpful and running around trying to pick up their own MOC. It just causes problems. Let the gifter go grab it. Gifter brings back the MLC, runs to the back of the trailer, and hides by pressing R1 on the back like this, as you see on your screen right now. Then the receiver will go in front of the gifter, in front of the blue circle, not in the blue circle, but in front of it. Press down on the D-pad, select a character, let with the right joystick at the same time, and let go at the same time. Press circle to not access story mode, and you do that 3 times. Down, select the character, let go both buttons, press circle, and then you enter the blue circle and select the option enter alone. If you don't have the option to enter alone, it's because you're not friends on the PlayStation Network, and that's never going to work. So then the giver goes and brings the vehicle over to the drop-off zone. Which is right here on the map. Since I've already scanned this, I'm not going to spend too much time on it. Go to the beginning of the video. Most people, I think, don't really get to this far in the video, so if you do, appreciate you. Alright, so then you drop the vehicle that you want to transfer over to the spot, which is near those numbers. Let the person who is glitched out know, because they're going to stay in that black screen. They need to have a black screen with no loading circle. They press down on the D-pad, try to remember which character they selected with the right joystick, let go of both buttons, press circle. Then they run towards the vehicle and press triangle to get in. And then once they're in the MLC, you can get an invite, especially if you're doing back-to-back. And now the receiver has received the vehicle. Now since I'm dropping it off, since I'm basically transferring it right back, I'm putting it right back in the MLC, but this saves it. This ensures that I save the vehicle. I'm gonna go park this vehicle in my garage because I need to receive another one before I transfer this one back. Should have done it the other way around, but bring this car back into my vehicle garage. And then I'm going to receive one more car on this account. And then I'll transfer this car back to the other account so that they can add the Halloween horn. Yeah, but I think this car looks really good. Alright, so we're going through walls, through fences now. It's pretty interesting. Alright, so do one more on this account. And we transfer back the green car over to the mail account to update the horn. So for those who wonder like why people care so much about clean modded, I guess it's because it's harder. It's harder to like, it's just more collectible because it's just harder to get all of those ingredients right. So I'm putting a lot of effort to creating clean modded cars. So when I buy a car, I don't want it to be scratched, because I know how much effort it is to make sure it's clean. Alright, once the donor car is in the back, the person receiving leaves by foot. And walks back in. This ensures it's properly stored. And then we can do the gift card to friends transfer again. All that for a horn. Alright, so again, person who's giving goes into the pause menu, the person receiving drives towards the blue circle. Once you're at the blue circle, press right once on the D-pad when it prompts you to. Back away from the blue circle and park the car away from any potential issues. The person who is giving the car needs to register as a CEO if they're not already, and once registered they invite the other person into their CEO and then request that special vehicle from the vehicle warehouse that we mentioned earlier. So earlier I said I have under managed vehicles, I have a Rocket Voltic, which is eligible for this glitch under the import export DLC with 2 passengers and more in the Warstock cash and carry. Pick up the Rocket Voltic as the giver, open up your blue interaction menu, pick up the receiver as a passenger who does not open their blue interaction menu, just gets in the vehicle, get into the garage, hit the garage, at which point the receiver opens their blue interaction menu, lets you know you close yours with circle. You get sucked into the vehicle warehouse, the receiver does not. They leave the CEO through their blue interaction menu, and then they request their mobile operations center, MOC. At this point we're doing back to back, so I'm not going to go into too much detail. Just going to do it. So far on the 5th of December, 10:31 a.m., this glitch still works.
you need, boss? Some wheels? I can bring them round. I'll bring it by. I'll get back to it then.
Hi.
That one's got the right mods.
What the hell?
Look at that. Looking good. So anybody who's asking a question where it's clear on the title, I don't answer, by the way. GMEA official. No offense, it's just I get asked that every single day. And I put it on the title on purpose. That's a beast. Oof. Some sick cars right here. Blank LS car meat plates. Talk about rare plates. Alright, let's do one more transfer. And we can sell these cars. And then hopefully sell these cars, and then hopefully people on the best behavior, they're not messing around with the character, because yeah, like I'm not, when I sell the cars, I'm at that point I'm away from my console, I'm away from playing, right? So I sell them because I appreciate everybody watching the videos. and I want to give back to everybody. At this point, I'm receiving a vehicle. And then I'll clean it up by putting in those Halloween horns on it. Putting on the Halloween horn. See if I still have an invite to the session.
Sorry to trouble you, me old mucker, but I come to lean.
Alright, let's receive this car. You receive a car. Ask the person to invite you into the vehicle warehouse, the one who's giving it to you, and then leave the CEO as soon as you're there. Once you're outside the vehicle warehouse, just request your mobile operations center, and then send a screenshot of where it spawns, and then the gifter will go pick it up. So I'll be receiving this car. Now, the reason I'm receiving cars and not buying them is because I don't want to be spending my money. Hi, Lila. Got cops involved. Hopefully I can escape the cops. This is annoying. Yep, after this I'll be selling them at the LS Car Meet. No, I'm not giving modded scramjets. I'm selling the cars that I merged at the LS Car Meet today. I won't be doing a gift card to friends glitch session today either. I have to do things. Shit to do. This took way longer than I wanted it to, unfortunately. Oh, it's not the car I want here. It's not the car that I wanted. Oh my goodness, just hectic today. Jeepers.
You calling for some wheels? I'm...
Need to find a car that I don't mind losing. Not easy on this account. Oh, actually, those cars I don't mind losing.
I'll get there as soon as I can. Okay, I got stuff to do.
Because it's completely... This is the one that I merged. Because it's scratched as hell. Well, that was dramatic. Jeepers. Alright, so get in, walk out, walk back in. I get invited into the... And then invite the person who's going to give the car into the MOC. Might have to change sessions if it keeps... If the cops keep after me after... if I don't lose my 1 star. Alright, I'm gonna just change sessions. too hectic. I'll never get it done. So Lila made the Granger 3500 XL and that one, the Sen King SWB. Sometimes it gets really chaotic and I need to get going on other things. Alright, so I'm going to receive a car, so I have to go to the person who's giving the car's vehicle warehouse. And I don't recommend most people just go there. It's better to get invited in because of all the chaos that can occur outside, as you saw. No, no one's joining the server now, Lila. You can join when I'm selling them. But again, then it's going to be an open lobby. I'm not going to be around. Alright, let's get through this. Let's get through this. So it's the last one that's most difficult. So receiving a vehicle is the opposite process. So you stand still. When you're outside the vehicle warehouse, you request your mobile operations center, and then you stand very still, like you're seeing on my screen. And you wait for the person who's giving you the car to come and bring your MOC. You check that the car is there. You walk out. When you see it, it's the car that I want to use as a donor car, the car that's going to get deleted. I prefer to invite the person who's going to be giving me the car into the MOC, and then we both get in the car in the MOC. Just find that it's helped in the past to reduce gang activity. A little bit more controlled. Drive out. Once you're outside, the person who's giving the car goes into their pause menu, and then you drive towards the blue circle. It's up to you what you want to buy, Lila. And then once you get when you get that message to store the vehicle by pressing right on the D-pad, you press it only once. It'll kick out the person who is giving you the car, who's in the pause menu. And you gotta store the vehicle somewhere safe. Another person who's giving the vehicle invites you to their CEO. If you're already in the CEO, you gotta leave the CEO so you can get the invite. And then they're gonna request a special vehicle that's eligible for the glitch. In this case, it could be the ramp buggy. The person who's giving the vehicle opens up their blue interaction menu and drives over to you and then picks you up. You get into the ramp buggy. You don't open up your blue interaction menu just yet. The person who's driving gently hits the garage door. You open up your blue interaction menu. And then the person who's giving you the car will close theirs by pressing circle. At which point the person who is giving the car will go into the vehicle warehouse. You're going to stay in the car and get kicked out automatically. At that point you leave the CEO through the blue interaction menu. Go to service vehicle, mobile operations center, request your mobile operations center, send a screenshot of where it spawns to the gifter. They go and pick it up. And we're almost there, we're almost home. Sorry, having coughing fit. Alright, so then you wait again. As you can see, the receiver just stands very still. Just doesn't cause any problems, doesn't want to die. The gifter goes and gets the MOC. Now if you're getting constantly raided like I am, you might want to constantly register, unregister from CEO as quickly as possible to avoid raids in the middle of a gift card of friends glitch. Because there's nothing more irritating than that. I'm sure there is, but it's up there. So the gifter brings back the MOC and then hides in the back of the trailer by pressing R1. As you can see. Then as the receiver, you stand in front of the blue circle in front of the giver. Press down on the D-pad, select the character, let go of both buttons at the same time, press circle, and do this 3 times. Enter alone. You're going to get a black screen, at which point the gifter will head on over to the spot, drop off the car, and only at that point will it tell you that the car is there that you unglitch. In the meantime, you stay in the black screen. As a receiver, it's fairly easy but fairly boring, and sometimes you get stuck in these black screens and you gotta spam the story mode thing a few times, like a lot. But as long as you see the completely black screen, you're fine. If there's a loading circle, even black screen, even if you see little messages, that's fine, as long as you don't have a loading circle or you don't come out of this screen. Alright, once the vehicle is there, press down on the D-pad, select the character you selected earlier, press circle. You won't be able to see the character, you just have to remember it. Because it's going to be a black screen, then you head over to the car, you press triangle when you're close to it, you get into it. Now you receive the vehicle. Now I'm going to give this vehicle right back. Because I'm going to save it. You save it by just going back into the MLC. And then I'm going to change the horn and then give it right back. Because now I have a bunch of cars that have like a scratched horn. So I need to fix that up as soon as possible. Again, the danger of selecting a scratch car to use as a merge car. Sometimes you build so many cars with the same merge that you've got to clean it up. It takes forever. Alright, so I'm just going to change the horn and then I'm going to do a gift card to friends glitch back to this other character. And then back to the female character. And then I've fixed my problem. So it took me 2 hours to fix the scratch horn. There we go.
There, that looks better.
Horn. Loop. There we go.
Fun for all the family.
All that just for that. But that's why these clean cars are so hard to come by. Do you have the new police car in Benny's? I don't know. I have a lot of police cars, but I don't know what the new one is. If it's new from like last week, I don't have that car at all. Full stop. Rinse, repeat. Lila says, please try a white with a police car or plane or something. I want to see it happen. Okay. I'd say you guys try it. You guys try it yourselves. The police car is going to be the same process. Planes I don't try that. It's too much of a pain. The one coming out next week, I have it on F1, but I need it on Benny's. So, okay. Well, there's tutorials on how to do car-to-car merge. I just did one today, so it's still working. You could try that. Yeah, I'll use Anawak too. Dark is asking me what I use to teleport. I use Anawak because it also lets me know if, when I do gift card of friends glitch whether it's Anawak is still active, because I'm going to do merges as well. And Anawak 1p5 allows you to teleport without a vehicle but faster, and then Anawak 10p5 allows you to bring your vehicle with you, depending what I want to do. Yeah, this is a controller method. Teleporting is a game changer for me. The amount of oh, I needed that car. I returned it. The amount of gift card friends and that I do. Do you have are all your cars fully 100% clean, Dark Tears? Or are you like less fussy than me? Me, I don't mind if the trim is the interior trim is selected. That it doesn't bother me. Even interior trim, that's where I draw the line because it's so hard to merge these cars. Like I've spent the last I think 2 hours and a half just gift card of friends glitch just to change one horn. I have the park ranger. I don't know if it's on Benny's. I'm not selling any of those right now, but I do have it. On Benny's, I'm not sure though. Could be on F1s. I think that one looks pretty good on F1s. Lila says, "Do you always go live when all my friends go offline because you're in Australia?" Okay. And you always comment on these things, so I guess we're even. Alright, so I am giving the car, so I have to get my... It's like the guilt trip, the attempted guilt trips. I get a lot of those. And then people say, no, I'm not trying to guilt trip you, when they know they are. That is life. That is life. Alright, so I'm gonna... 2 more gift card to friends, and then my garage is back to being clean again. Let's make modded cars clean again, right, Dark Tears? Do you merge at all, Dark Tears? I like your tag name, by the way. That's very cool. Oh, I thought it was over. I have 2 more gift card friends glitch because I can't hold on to this car with this count because it's got too many. I know first GTA first world problems, but it's got too many cars, and it'll get lost. The good news is once this is transferred over to these 2 accounts, we're golden. I'm selling at the LS car meet the 2 cars that I just merged, and we know, hey, minimum we know that I put a ton of effort in making sure they're clean.
All you do is talk about how.
Let's do this. 2 more. All right. So close, so close. Goodbye. Good riddance. And let's get it. It's 11:11. Good luck.
You alright? Hey!
Keep getting raided. Gotta get out of my CO more often. Oh, I have so much stock in my nightclub. I need to do a grind at some point, but unfortunately I messed this one up royally. It's my fault. I didn't check the horn, which I didn't think I had to, but I had to. And then I merged a scratched horn, which means I had to fix it and then do a ton of gift card to friends glitch to reverse all of the merges and gift card to friends glitch that I had done. The good news is we're on our last one, and then I'll be selling the 2 cars that I just merged. Very, very clean cars. Guapito little cars. Now, obviously, if I had a lot of money, which I used to with my budget account, you could just buy the cars. Goodbye, Lila. Get some sleep. I know a guilt trip when I hear one. Like, literally, everybody always says, I'm not trying to guilt trip you when they're trying to guilt trip you. Which is fine. It just doesn't work on me, is all I'm saying. It's like you could do that for a really long time. It's a very common strategy in GTA, it seems. I think it's because the cost of the vehicles are so expensive. Oh boy. Was really hoping it'd be a really quick one today. I had so many things organized yesterday. I might do cop cars tomorrow. I'll merge some cop cars tomorrow. Alright, so what car do I have here? Cool, cool, cool. Let's return this one out. Let's get an invite into the MOC. And then Bravado. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, the truck Bravado, you mean? Devante?
All right.
I saw a car that said Bravado on the back of it the other day. Get on my CEO again. What's it called in GTA? Bravado? Dodge Charger. You mean the truck, right? The Ute? Like a utility truck? Like a pickup truck? What is it? What's wrong with my map? Oh, it's because I have set it at waypoint already. Who's driving? Oh my goodness, I don't even know who's driving anymore. Lost my mind. Going back and forth on these accounts. The pickup truck, right, Devante? Are you trying to collect like a bunch of pickup trucks? Oh, nice. Dynamic gaming. Four-door car. ST. Oh, I think I have an STX, bro. I think a pink one, don't I? I did that one already. I think one of my videos. Oh, I don't know. Devante, I know those cars are pretty popular, so I don't see why that wouldn't be something one day. But definitely I'll do cop cars. I haven't done some in a while. Well, I'm not sure if I'll do it next time, the cop car though. Yeah, maybe I will. I seem, even though these things are taking me a long time, it seems to be a little bit faster than it used to be. I'll be doing the AFK thing where I spin all night so you and your friends can buy the cars. Hopefully the internet doesn't cut out. I get sass when my internet cuts out while I'm sleeping. What's the point? What's the point of giving me sass about that? It's crazy. A Buffalo STX, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I might have some, but I'm not gonna. I'll probably forget. If I remember, I'll remember. Devonta, to be honest with you, these things are so technically like finicky that sometimes I'm talking, doing this stuff, and then all of a sudden I'm like, hey, wasn't I supposed to be, was there something I was supposed to remember? But maybe it'll stick. Bravado. But first, like, tomorrow I'm doing, oh, am I doing that tomorrow? I don't know. I'm not gonna say what I'm doing tomorrow because otherwise I'm committing to something. Bravado STX. They're pretty popular though. Alright, Lila. We'll find one because I'm not doing it. A modded scramjet. I already mentioned that. Lila's saying that one of her friends wants a modded scramjet, but I've already mentioned I'm not doing gift card to friends glitch for modded scramjet today. So I'm not sure why we're going over this topic again. Yeah, the Granger and Devonte, I have this one's scratched, that's why I'm bringing it out, but I'll show you the other one that's on sale. Can be sold today. This is the Sand King SWB, not to be mistaken by the Sand King XL. And because the Granger has the SUV back, I thought it'd be cool to have this with a back, with the, what do they call those backs? I'm so not a handyman. A cabin. I thought it'd be cool to have it with a cabin. Look at the size of those wheels. Do I own a modded scramjet already? I do. But I just put my heart, sweat, and tears into these two cars today, and I had to do 3 hours of fixing a horn to make it a nice modded car. So that's what I'm selling. That's what's happening today. And then cop cars would be a good idea. Bravado STX is not a terrible idea because I'm pretty sure those are pretty popular as well. Yeah, for sure. When I do gift card to friends glitch, it's always cars that aren't you can't buy at the LS Car Meet. Because the LS Car Meet is a lot safer place for my character to be walking in circles. So if I can't if I can sell the car, I'll always do it in the LS Car Meet. If I can't sell the car, the car specific car, like the weed car, we're talking about caddies, we're talking about, but I'm not doing planes because it's gonna be an issue right away. I'm pretty sure. As soon as you start trying to do planes. Oh yeah, I messed up there. That was stupid. What's the potato thing? I guess the important thing is like I'm doing this for me. I share my cars with people because It's something I enjoy. I like to share my cars. All right, Lila, you don't need to be the center of attention. Thought you were going to bed. I get heckled and then by you, and then you asked me if I have a scramjet. I said yes. Am I ever gonna leave it at the gift card or friends glitch? Yes. And then you put a potato like it's bad news or something. The fire means it's fire. It's good. Yeah, go to bed. Let other people a chance to chat. Alright, well, leave your potatoes in another chat because I'm not interested. Let's get this car over to this character and then we are set. I've cleaned up my mess. It's almost 12. It's a shame. I was really hoping this today would be a lot faster, but it's all my fault. That horn got me.
Hey, you! It's been way too long. I just received my order from the factory in Shenzhen.
It looks good too. Like all that for a horn. Look how good it looks. It's got the blank, those, what is it? Las Venturas plates. It's got color coordination to it. It's got gold, the big dogs. Oh. I'm excited to sell them though. I think quite a few people collect SUVs. So you have an SUV with LS car meet plates and then one with Las Venturas, not Los Santos, Las Venturas plates, which would be cool. So you guys, if you've noticed in the last 3 days, if you would have purchased a car each day, you'd have 4 of the 5 rare plates. So you would have Pounder plates, Panic plates, and these 2 cars will be Las Venturas and LS car meet plates. So if I do a cop car, if I do a cop car, it will be on Liberty City plates, which actually suits cop cars well because it's blue. They're just a bit finicky. Maybe I'll just do one cop car. Okay, hold on, this is not the right one. I'll do one cop car and transfer to one from the other account. So one will be merged. Could do a video on that. And I can still sell 2 at the LS car meet. But cop car is expensive as. Final gift card friends glitch. At least we know it works. Final push. Dangerous. Dangerous. And we got a winner. Finally. Oof. Oof. That's modded if I've ever seen modded. What I like about these trucks and SUVs is you got a plate in the front too, which highlights how blank it is. Alright, you guys ready to get these start buying these cars? What's in the back of the truck? Oh no, there's nothing, it's just the light. That's cool. Alright, let's sell. It's like an ice cream sound. Ice cream truck. Everybody, let's go. Let's sell this thing. Alright, so next stream will be selling these beasts. Talk soon. Well, actually I won't be talking soon, but enjoy the purchases. I hope you enjoyed watching the videos. Take care.